Welcome to Marcus Max Hawaii channel. We got all the different series, Crypto Corner, the other ones. I have a paranormal one, Spook 101. Shakespeare, don't forget to check that out. But, oh, before we get started, why did I start this tradition? 8 ladies dancing. No, 9 ladies dancing. 9 ladies dancing. 8 maids are milking. 7 swans are swimming. 6 geese are laying. 5 big fat golden rings. 4 calling birds. 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and 1 partridge in a pear tree. Yeah, it's December 22nd. It's getting close to Christmas. Christmas time. Unique New York needs you. You need loves. You love unique New York. I love unique New York. Unique New York loves me. Why this? This is a little Waikiki tourist thing. This is an older one, so this is probably collectible already. This is one of these Coco Joe things, but it has like I can see. It has a very much of a profile of kind of like Kukailimoku. You might see this on the City of Refuge, in case you book the kapu. The tapu, it could be death penalty in ancient Hawaii if you broke kapus or taboos, and you can go to the City Refuge and hang out with the kahunas, and it's kind of like a pardon kind of, well, sort of. You get to stay there and not die. But the big one has had the volcano, and here's the thing. See, here's today, right? Volcano, and the volcano's going, and so I've already mentioned it. Pele, the goddess Pele. When we have these, don't pick up the rocks because bad things will happen, bad luck, superstition, and you get returned the rocks and leave little offerings, and you get these images of Pele coming out of the volcano like a genie out of the bottle. Oh, Pele, the goddess Pele. Oh. And people kind of bow down to it, and which is really kind of disobeying Moses' first law. Well, God's law, thou shalt not have no. It's like idol, So it's like, it was kind of like, but Goddess Pele is a real thing in the legendary, but the modern legend of Pele is not the same as, and I have to point this out, as the real legend of Pele, written down in a book, and I read lots of the stories in this book, that was authored by King Kalakaua. That's right, King Kalakaua authored a book on legends, gods and legends of old Hawaii, something like that. I'll post a book cover here. And in that book, King Kalakaua, so he must have had all the resources, and this is like the thing to believe about Madame Pele, I would say, for me. Madame Pele was a real person. She was a real woman, and kind of a warrior woman, who, after the initial migrations to Hawaii, there was Marquesan and Menehune and Tahitians, the tall people, and then they become the Hawaiians, and there's the Hawaiians living in Hawaii. It's like 1000 AD, right, kind of stuff. Then later migrations from the South Pacific included this woman, and I don't know what happened in the South Pacific, but she got ousted maybe, but she left the South Pacific with a bunch of people in canoes, long distance, over the ocean, traveled up north to Hawaiian Islands. Now they hit the big island, right? Probably first the thing they see on the horizon. So they go to the big island and they're going around the coast, and all the places are inhabited. People have already been there for a long time. The only place not inhabited was this undesirable land on the south shore, which was the active volcano area. So it's like lava fields. It's this dark black basalt rock. That much grows, and it's hard to walk on. That's why they call it is the real name for pointy lava rock. So they take up residence on the south shore by the volcanoes. Pele and her newfound village people. So they are there. Now there's another demigod called Kumu Pua'a. Wait. Is it Kumu Pua'a? Pua'a is pig. And it's whatever. Kumu Pua'a. The guy comes over, so he's also like half pig, half person god, but he's like a real person too. This person comes over, tries to woo Pele, and she rebuffs him. So there's this love interest story. Because she's like a tough warrior, like Amazon type, tough warrior woman and leader. That's Pele. Now, she got into conflict, and there was wars, and they had these tribal inter-thing wars all the time, and they could be brutal, spear and shark tooth knives. But they cornered her and her guard, her soldiers, inside this giant lava tube. And so the combatants put kindling and lit fire to that, to smoke them. They probably didn't burn to death, they probably choked to death, because they put all this stuff in there and they just choked them. And so she's buried underneath with her people in a lava tube on the big island. And that's the real story of Pele, according to King Kalakaua, the Merry Monarch. So there you go. Now that's that. Because this is today's headline. Today's headline is lava again. Lava flows again. Yep. Wait a second. Thank you for your patience. Got a little thumbnail in there. Lava flows again. They're just digging on this thing. It's going up about a meter every couple hours. It's up 6 feet. That's the bottom of the Ma'u. I just call it Halimau. It's just more fun to say. Halimau. And I don't know, if it doesn't have that little Ma'u, I don't think so. I think people try to be too correct, and they're getting it wrong. So the 105 cases, 3.6 positivity rate, total cases statewide 134. But good news, the mayor said, because they're including the prisoners in the prison who had an outbreak. So he's saying, we're going to take out those numbers. If you take out those numbers, the Monday count would have been 49, which is not bad. It's like pretty good. Like, good job, people in Hawaii. Hey, good job, eh? So, businesses can open, people can go towards being renormalized as far as the economy, and the vaccines, Pfizer's here, and it's being administered, and Moderna hit the ground, and it's also being administered. Go for Moderna. PF Pfizer. Pfizer just seems creepy. So anyways, that's like the basic news, the big stuff. Back in the day, 1988, let's swim with M16s in the pool, because we're ROTC. Junior ROTC? Oh, they're not junior, they're ROTC. They're ROTC anyway. UH-ROTC. Look, I'm swimming with an M16. Just like they used to in Nam. Oh, God. Virus release bill. President Joe Cool is getting his Pfizer vaccine. Oh, good for you. And there's a relief bill including the climate change. Okay. Everyone's getting it like it's. There's pictures of the volcano. I'll probably show it during that thing. UK got Virus X from the X, released by the X-Men. Virus X. There's a mutant virus in UK, which Dr. Fauci said is probably already in the US, but in small. So don't even. It's negligible at the moment. But the UK has its borders up, and so they're stuck inside there. And if you want to see Benedict Cumberbatch, go on Zoom. So, I don't like those things. It looks to me, it looks like I got a bib on or something. I believe in God and baby Jesus. Believe what I say. Yeah, I'd rather boost my Roman Catholicism than be a part of that. It's not good there. Viruses, hospital, 100,000 miles per day. Taking a risk, and don't give it any oxygen. Corona casino. Yep, they're hell bent forever to have a casino, and their thing is going to be one homelands, a couple A, which is over on that side. They want a big casino with Disneyland. It's bigger than Disneyland Casino. 28,000 is the best. So they're going for it. They probably get it. Go over there and gamble. So we need here. I don't know. They should have a lottery, though. Lottery, and improve the road system. Dollar lottery. State lottery. That's what they should have. Casino, you're going to have mob bosses before you blink an eye. More vaccine, which is the Moderna. I said that. Okay. Debunking myths. I wanted to do this real quick, because I've heard so much about people with conspiracy theory type attitudes, and people are really getting into it. They're getting into it. They're getting into the one of them is that anyone who dies, they're counting it as corona. Now that's the myth. I believe there could be truth in that. I had to check this. This is take 2. I did it again. There could be some, because small pockets of corruption always exist in any institution, sociology. And so, you offer a hospital $1,000 a corona patient in reporting, then some people are going to be like, should I check this box? $1,000, I check that box. That kind of thing. But it's not widespread. I don't think that's systematic, and I don't think these big numbers that you see on television are twisted lies coming from the Illuminati. I do not believe that. I think it's getting back to truth in reporting. Now, it might not be that's I'm holding on to that. So here's one myth: spikes are caused because of increased testing. The more testing they do, the more you're going to get spikeage. So don't test and everyone just runs around with it. I don't know. The logic doesn't even hold. But the rise in infections, fact says, the rise of infections is not related to increased testing. Blah. I'm just going to keep this as short as I can. Herd immunity can be achieved by letting virus spread through the population. No. If you let the virus spread through the population, you're going to get like your 70% kill rate. They already did that in, what was it? Who did that? Some Netherlands country, is it Switzerland or something? They did it somewhere, like Norway? I forgot who did that. It's up there. In those frozen countries with everyone's blonde haired, so someone with dark hair is like super sexy. It's like they're reversed. But they did that over there with one of these countries, Belgium, maybe. I don't know. They did it with one of those countries, and it did not work out. People just caught it, and the percentages, death, and all that. U.S., 3,000 people die a day. A day. 3,000 people. That's like one Pearl Harbor worth of casualties. Pearl Harbor. attacking Pearl Harbor. It's military, but it's not 9/11. It's a little different. But Pearl Harbor, the casualties, every day. Now, how can you rub your dumb, stupid theories on that? The elderly, underlying health conditions are very ill. Only they get it. People of all ages get it. They might be more susceptible, it says. They might be at greater risk. But basically, everyone is at risk. Anyone can get it. But the varied responses to the catching it is what's funky. And even if you catch it and you get over it, they're not sure if you're immune to a second case of it. They don't know. So there's a lot of don't know. It's much like when AIDS came around in 1980s, in the mid-80s. In the beginning part of that, nobody knew nothing. And I remember they had headlines, AIDS, in the headlines every day in the headlines. And people were scared to touch doorknobs. It was like that because they didn't know facts. And in this case, there's a parallel there. They're not sure about some of this stuff, like if you get reinfected. Masks don't protect you or others from COVID. Simply put, wearing a cloth mask has been shown to help decrease spread of COVID-19. That's it. The better the mask, the more secure it is. It's a barrier. It's not 100%, but it reduces a lot. It goes up the nose, number one, and it can go to the eyes. So right here, that's why people have that mask, but right here, the nose especially. Not so much with the mouth, the hands, but if you touch something and go like that. Okay, so, aren't we wonderful? It's so full of holiday cheer. La 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 la. What happened to the 3 turtle doves? Where's the 2 turtle doves? Oh, Pele's gonna get us. Pele's gonna run us down with lava. Burn up your toes with lava. Stop making these too long. Alright, blah 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 blah. Taking this. Oh yeah. Why forget? Oh yeah. The big $900 billion is coming through. So you're probably going to get a check individually for $600 eventually, 2021. But businesses are probably going to be helped out. And people who scam the PPP, payroll protection, all those little people that scam that, they're going to be like, oh yeah, it's more scam. Big Q. Corruption's everywhere. Do you agree with Rail Authority decision not to retain a 3-year as its 3-year CEO? 30% needs to do better readership. No, time to go 47%, it doesn't matter. I don't know. They don't get Hawaii. Yeah, that's a bad. Who cares? Fresser. What was it? Europe. I did this one already. What the heck? That was it. Okay. Let's get to the juicy thingy. Okay, here we go. A little cartoon. Okay. So you're lucky you get the true Pele story, yeah? Wise woman, political cartoon. Wise women would have brought hand sanitizer. Yeah, okay. But what's with the men bashing? Is this like the Me Too is still whacking away? Men are so bad.
Reporting for duty, Commander.
You bad man, you bad man.
I need a weapon.
Bad man. In our play, check out our play, there's a quotation from Shakespeare where one of the women says, men are made of mad stuff. Go for that. Alright, so here we go. Political, back to,
Can't be caught standing around doing nothing.
Yep. That's why we're trying to muddle along here. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do it with something with glasses on so I can see. I'm trying to read this thing. Protesters can't compare to previous generations. We were floored by the selfishness on display at the anti-mask, anti-lockdown, and anti-vaccine march held at the state capitol on December 19th. Quote article. While we recognize the real financial and emotional pain of quarantine, we can't help but contrast the "don't tread on me" crowd with the example of previous generations. In the world wars, civilians planted vegetables, gave up meat, rationed gasoline to free up, these are boomers by the way, free up supplies for frontline troops. Today, the front is closer to home, and the troops are our healthcare workers who risk their lives working 12-hour shifts in increasingly crowded ICUs. But you can't bear to wear a mask or forego youth soccer for a few more months? Really? Yes, freedom is important, but it's not an absolute. We routinely curtail individual liberties for far less compelling reasons. Try walking around topless in public as a woman. Go ahead, try that. I'll wait. Come on, try it. As a woman, so if you're a guy, I don't know. If our governmental leaders had modeled and supported collective sacrifice back in April, some of the 300,000 Americans we lost might still be with us now. Lindsay and Marcy Wilhelm. Yes, that's a contender for the T-Rex Toenail Award of Imagination. All right, let's see. Let's get another one here. Don't include inmates in city's daily case counts. I do not think prisoners should be included in the Oahu count of COVID-19 cases. Quote article. They also should be excluded from positivity rates. Both of these numbers are negatively influence our ability to move to Tier 3, or at least stay at Tier 2. Yes, they should be counted, but the numbers should be reported separately. The staff, on the other hand, should be included. They will be going home or out shopping in the community. The prisoners aren't going anywhere. Hope not. Aren't going anywhere and are in a unique quarantine isolation situation. By the way, the word is situation, not Sid. If you say situation, Sid, get your head checked. It's situation. Thank you. PSA announcement. Isolation situation. It was stated in the paper that the numbers had not been this high since September 5th. Just out of curiosity, what was the prisoner count at that time? Please, Governor Ike, listen to the mayor on this one and make a decision quickly. Sally L. Darth Jones. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Go to make Chinatown a better place. I think we go to Chinatown. That's some. See, some. I'm stuck in all this stuff now. There we go. Groups work to make Chinatown a better place. Nina Wu's article, blah blah blah, December 21st, is a counter to an October Civil Beat story about new life in Chinatown. Both contain truth. The picture you choose to run shows a truly awful piece of Chinatown. Mahalo for mentioning the elephant in the room, as River of Life continues to distribute styrofoam food containers twice daily to people who strew their detritus throughout downtown in Chinatown. Besides the Chinatown Business Association, which gets regular mention, there are other groups, both formal and informal, working to make Chinatown a better, cleaner place in spite of police recalcitrance and mayoral dithering. Willis H.G. Moore, Chinatown. Okay. Don't go too far away, my microphone, because it sounds like, well, it looks like we're going to have to give this. Oh my gosh, I'm late for a very important bit. Although that one here, previous generations, and it went way down to the. Oh, we used to do victory gardens and use scrap metal and fashion our own little bullets to give to the troops. I do like the position of damn them Tea Party or whatever the fuck. But this one here is nice and it used some good diction. I mean, you got a little punch at the end with recalcitrance and mayoral dithering. So, Willis, you win the T-Rex toenail award. You just get to virtually, you don't actually get anything. I mean, basically, you get nothing. Nothing. Except the joy of winning and knowing that your article is featured in Modules Like Hawaii. Alright. So, Mary, if you want a Me Too person, Pele, we're so sorry that they got you in a lava tube and took you people away. But don't ghost out and have your spirit dump lava on my toes. Burn up my toes, no. Just be Pele. Anyways, we have a hang loose time. Really, it's better for you. So hang loose. Enjoy. Aloha.
Ready for action.